Hello Earth Signs. This is your career scope from now until the end of August. I haven't done this spread, so this is my first go round. Alright, the first card will be the past factors that are having an ongoing effect on your career. Okay, the next card will be the current factors, both known and obvious, okay, on a surface level in your mind regarding your career. The next card is the positive aspects regarding the situation. These are the pros. It could be your personality, the situation, it could be anything. Of course, the next one, of course, you got your pros, you got to have your cons. These are the negative factors that are the worst about the situation. It could be a personality trait, it could be the job itself. There's no telling what it could be. All right, the next one is called the house. To me, it's the influence of everything around you. Your colleagues, management, administration, anybody with whom you have professional dealings. It could be, like, for instance, if you're a teacher, it could be the parents, the students. And it can also just be your financial house, okay? The next card is the action step card. What's the best path to take in order to further your best interests regarding your career? Supposed to be a horseshoe. Whoops. All right, and the last card is the outcome. This is the most important card of the layout. It indicates the final result of the paths that are shown. It's the future, if you will. However, it does entail that you follow this particular step. Put that down, but I didn't pull it, it just fell. Jeez Louise. Okay, this is the one I would have pulled. So apparently you got 3 different outcomes, or they're all going together. Alright, and then I want to put how you should proceed after the outcome, because I mean, outcome it's not the end unless you're dying. So let's see what happens after that, right? How should the earth signs proceed? I'm not pulling 7 cards. That's ridiculous. Now I saw them, I gotta show them. Now this is for all the earth signs, so I'm not differentiating between which one. I don't care if you're earth in your sun sign, rising. I wouldn't necessarily go for Venus because that's completely different. Maybe Saturn. All right, how should the earth signs proceed after the outcome? Put that over here. All right, at the bottom of the deck is your significator, the Page of Cups. So looks like you guys may be getting some kind of an offer. To me, this is an audition or an interview. So it's upright, which is really good. So a lot of you may be in the creative arts. I usually see water signs as creative, so maybe some of you have water in your chart, or you're dealing with somebody in that nature. So it can either be you or the situation. All right, just looking over here at my spread, make sure. Okay, so the first consideration is the past. What is affecting your career based on the past? 6 of Swords. So you recently moved on from something. And it's like a completely new environment. And lots of good changes. You may have left a really bad, toxic work environment. Oh dear, this is the present. So the fuck? These should be in reverse. They should be in different spots. What did you get yourselves into? Oh, earth signs. I mean, this is a Capricorn, okay? But these are just factors. It could very well be a person. It could be you. Oh, jeez Louise. That totally took me by surprise. I need to start turning these over as I'm, like, shuffling. That way I have a better idea of all the surprises that are coming. Okay. So in the past, maybe you wanted to move on. You've been wanting to move on for a while. and this is what you're wanting to move on from. You have a terrible boss. And maybe you're thinking of spontaneously leaving, just up and walking out. But I also see you in a good way. You could be mastering some demons when it comes to work. And my cat Striker's about to join us. Maybe. He's done it for a few other videos. I see a lot of hopelessness when it comes to career. Not having any power. And I'm seeing here there's a need to look beyond your restrictions. See them as opportunities for something. Okay? So maybe this is why you're getting an interview and you get to leave the situation. You've been wanting to leave for a long time. All right, the next situation, I think it's pros, but I'm not sure. Let's see. Yes, it's the positives. 9 of Wands. So you're not going to give up. I love it. You're going to find that courage and stand up, protect yourself. And it could be that somebody did something previously and you've since moved on from it, but it's still there. And you've put up your boundaries. You're saying, you know, once bitten, twice shy. I'm being very resilient. And I'm not letting you back in. I also see the need to be patient because you will get what you want. Okay? That's positive. What are the negatives? 2 of Swords reversed. So you feel like it's a lose-lose situation. Somebody's not being truthful and you want to be released. Now, what do you want to be released from? Well, this devil. In some ways, the 9 of Wands can be a prison, but it's a prison of your own making. Because you have a lot of creativity, it looks like. And I think you even want a promotion, which would be like the 10 of Wands, even though it's a lot of work. But I don't think they really, I don't think they've seen it. Or if you have been promoted in some way, perhaps you're afraid you're going to lose your job and you've put up these boundaries. But this always tells me be cautious. If you can, you know, resolve your differences. But see, here's also somebody who's being vulnerable. That's the negative. Positive is not being vulnerable. The negative is. But I never like to leave it with just a 2. I mean, that's a choice. That's somebody that decided something. And they're no longer blind to something anymore. So you may have taken your blinders off, whereas before, maybe you had them on. I need 2. Why is the 2 of Swords reversed here? This could be disloyalty. Somebody may have been disloyal before. Okay. Strength, Major Arcana. Okay. And then 7 of Cups reversed. So this says you know when somebody's shady. You fucking know. But you're no longer deceived, but maybe lacking some courage to do the right thing. And we have strength over here. It's upright, which is good. I'm just wondering if somebody's being a little dominant. To me, this is over domination. But here, this would be more of a gentle kind of control. Like if I had to pick a boss, I'd rather pick strength than the devil, right? So this may be you needing to decide if you are the boss to do it in a more gentle way. Like ride the beast. Just ride it out. Roll with the punches, okay? I'm not doing anything love related in here. So if there's like some kind of affair at work, I'm not even dealing with it. This is strictly work, okay? But I do see the need to like keep going. Have that courage to take that step, not deceive yourself anymore. Be resilient, okay? I'm just thinking, you guys. You should be used to me by now if you've watched my videos at all. I'm pretty, I pause once in a while to make sure I've got the message I'm looking for. Now, I will tell you with this Page of Cups that's coming in, this interview, this audition, when you get this cup, you're going to go from the 7 to the 8. 8 of Cups is usually when you leave a job and go out in search of your dreams. So I think you're going to go out and find some kind of a dream job. It may be in the creative field. Oh, my cats are so noisy. Oh. And usually Page of Cups I think of as positive surprises. So I think that's coming up. I mean, these are your negatives. It's, you know, feeling like you have a lose-lose situation. You know somebody's being false. And I see the need to just kind of write it out. Be strong and resolute. Because you know who's shady. And also, to me, this talks about being tactful. So if somebody's gossiping, you don't join in on it. And you can very well do something that kind of shuts the mouth of the lion. Whatever that would be for you. All right, the next card, I don't remember. Okay, the influence, colleagues, management, anybody who relates, also financials. Okay, 3 of Pentacles, yeah. Somebody doesn't think you're very good at your job. And they don't want to work with you. So I see like a bad coworker. I mean, it's very reminiscent of the Devil. Oh, and here we have 3 earth signs, so it's about all of you guys. You may be working with other earth signs. We have the Pentacle up here. It's like somebody is not giving you their blessing. They are not honoring you. They are not giving you the reward that you deserve. And so I'm not even going to say that because I say that too often. They could release you from your position. And that could end with some negative money issues because it is in reverse. It could also force you to leave a house. So I do see that need to be strong and resilient for sure. Something good is coming. All right, the next card is your action step. Page of Swords. Ooh. Somebody might get a little dirty. Actually, more like this way. This is somebody who, see, to me this goes with that over there, but action step is to be very clear and concise when you communicate. Making sure that people understand where you're coming from. There's also a need to restrain jealousy and excitability, really like holding back on the emotions and being more logical. And I also see like just kind of feeling antsy or anxious, like looking one way but kind of turning the other. Somebody's almost ready to cut somebody out. To me, this is almost as if saying, well, one, somebody's spying, right? They're probably trying to watch you so they can get you to lose your job in some way. But this is somebody who pretends like they're with the big dogs and they're manipulative and watching you. All right, the next card is the outcome. This is the one that fell out. Temperance. Okay, so it's a little bit more positive, right? With the Devil, I'm seeing the need to abstain from any kind of negativity, try to balance everything out, which I was just talking about. Like letting things roll off your back. Again, letting go. But I do see with this 3 of Pentacles here, you will not be at this particular job that you're at now. You won't be there for a long time. But to me, that's the end of a long career path or a short career path. And this is good because, I mean, you want healing, you want things to be balanced, and it's not. And I don't think it's you here. I think it's actually the other people. The next card fell out. Okay, the World reversed. I really didn't know if it was up or not, but when I pulled, it was just reversed. So I do see leaving a particular facility, I guess you could say. It's as if, okay, well, I mean, like, it's like getting career counseling. What do you want to do? Like, here you know what to do. Okay, so then you may leave a job, very well leave a job, and go into creative arts. Yeah, I could definitely see that. And nurture your own talent. I didn't know, earth signs could be that creative, but I mean, I'm just going with stereotypes. I don't know people's particular charts. Everybody's different, so. Unless, of course, you're like one sign through and through. Like me, I'm mostly Cancer. I got a little bit of Capricorn and Libra, but for the most part, I'm Cancer. So I'm Cancer through and through. It's quite emotional. Now, when you leave, you may be a little depressed because it may not be of your own choosing. But I see that you're going to achieve a dream eventually. It's just going to be delayed. And be very careful of feeling trapped by duty, okay? Because with the devil here, I could definitely see feeling trapped by an obligation. And somebody may very well say, yeah, you have to stay because of this contract or blah, blah, blah. I know in my particular state, jobs are at will. So you can be fired for any reason and you can quit for any reason. But also see if you get a job, you're going to feel stuck. And I'm seeing don't just stay there. Well, some people might say don't rest on your laurels. But what I'm seeing is you're not even getting the laurels to begin with. Like, it's been bad from the get-go almost. You've been wanting to leave as soon as you arrived. And you may have left a bad situation, thought you were going into peaceful times, and then you came into another bad situation. Sometimes jobs just don't have the right managers, and that affects the whole environment. So you may think you're getting on top of the world, and then bam, you get all this bad energy from these people, all these bad like criticisms, and it's like your success was fleeting. You just, because normally if you get hired, it's like, okay, we expect you have the talents to get everything done. And then here it's as if there's like, well, we were wrong. You don't. Goodbye. And this is saying nurturing the talent. So if by chance they are correct that you're not as skilled as they would like you to be, this is saying to nurture your talent. And that's actually what they should be doing at a position. They should be doing what they can to make you better rather than just criticizing. But I do see if you miss an opportunity for a good job, you're going to get it. It's going to come back around again because it's inevitable. All right, and the one that I pulled, Ace of Cups reversed. Sorry. Okay. So I see that it is kind of depressing, okay, that you're leaving this position. I don't know why. I buy these big t-shirts. I like them, but then they sit right there in the crevice of my arm and it bothers my skin. But anyway, so yeah, it's like being rejected. But don't worry, because that Ace of Cups, you thought it was going to be the Ace of Cups. You've been looking for it, but they're rejecting you, you're rejecting it, whatever. It's not happening. But another one's coming in. This is the right one. That one was not very good, whatever it was. It may have masked itself. All right, let's see how to proceed after this, okay? The fuck? This is separation. So if you're just unhappy at your job, I'm seeing the need to go. I mean, we have 2 threes here. And it's just causing you to be very emotional and depressed. My. You feel like this heartache's going to last forever. But mainly I see this as separating. And in this case, it's for a job. now I want to do a little clarification. Why is the Six of Swords here in the past position? The Hierophant. Okay, so you left one organization for another. You got a new contract and it was great. You're like, yeah. And then you kind of started slowly realizing it wasn't. It was corrupt. There was too much going on. Maybe it was a lot of work. Like at 9, you're almost at your limit with 9 of Wands there. I mean, it's character building. It's building your character. I do see that with Strength over here. But it's almost like it's not enough. And you're a very strong, clever person. You are talented. So you're going to take action and leave. It's just kind of sad that you're having to leave yet another job. And with Strength, I think that you are able to overcome, be resilient. You may even decide to do some kind of community work or nonprofit organizations, but also in the creative field. Or it could just be a spiritual thing. Okay, why is the Devil here in the present? 9 of Pentacles reversed. So I do see failure, job loss, toxic environment. You were very disappointed by this new job. You didn't know it was going to be so bad. And you've probably been working a whole lot because your boss is requiring that of you. And you may also lost some money from it. Like you might, man, I should not have left. I was coming to a completely new environment, or maybe it was a really good environment, because the Hierophant is almost like the exact opposite of the Devil, right? So maybe you left a good environment and ended up somewhere bad. Maybe you had to travel somewhere. So it may not have been of your own choosing really to leave initially, but it can be this time if you kind of get there before this corrupt person does. It may be that you decide, you know, I've been sacrificing my love life or my family to work. I'm working all the time, and I just want to be with my family or my lover or whatever it might be. But it's going to cost a lot of money, okay? And you're not going to be confident at your work anymore with that 3 of Pentacles here. They're causing you to no longer feel talented. You keep having to work harder and harder, and they don't see it, they don't appreciate it, or they just think it's not working. Or they just have really high expectations that nobody could really fulfill. But this is, to me, this is failure. This job that you're at is failure, and you really want to settle down somewhere. You don't like to move from job to job. We do have 2 9s here, so I think there may be, like, one, you're coming to this conclusion. It's not quite there yet, okay? The cycle's not over yet. It needs to be soon. But I do think some kind of important decisions being made about a move. Okay, why is that doesn't count? I saw the Hangman, so with the 9 of Wands, I'm just going to say that means hang in there, okay? Why is the 9 of Wands here in the pros position? 10 of Pentacles, okay. I wasn't expecting that, because this is, you know, it's an organization. It may be like a family type of business, but the 9 of Wands is so suspicious. It may very well be that somebody's avoiding some kind of facts that in regards to this community. Like, again, I could see, you know, somebody giving bad criticism and somebody's ignoring the advice. It may not be very well done, but maybe it's honest and somebody's not wanting to see that. On the other hand, you could be doing a fabulous job, which I do see, but it's as if they're ignoring it. They're like, you know, work more, work faster, work harder, or, well, you know, you did all of this right, but this one thing you didn't do correctly. I'm seeing that. And so this organization is very restricting. It's very traditional. Things have to be done this way and this way only. And perhaps you're a little bit more innovative, like with the Page of Swords over here and the Page of Cups. Some of you, I hate to say this, but some people who may be transgender or have a different sexual orientation than the majority of the people in the work environment, I could see that actually being a problem, because the work environment could very well be like set against you, I guess is the way to say it. I'm not really sure how to say that. This is supposed to be a pro, so I do think you can make a lot of money, but it's like, you know, what do you want to sacrifice to get that money, really? All right. I do want to just get one more card for this in the negative section. Nine of Swords. You're fucking depressed as shit. You're like, man, I moved here and this is a complete failure. This strategy I had did not work. And again, I hear criticism, public criticism. Somebody criticized you or even did it publicly perhaps. But now we have 3 nines, you guys. So you were fed up. One more and you are dropping all the wands and you are releasing the burden. All right, why is the 3 of Pentacles reversed here? Okay. 3 of Wands. Yeah, you don't see a future, or they don't see a future. I see this as not investing. Your ships are not coming in with this particular company. People aren't wanting to work together. That's a partnership, an alliance, and it's in reverse. Now we have 3 threes. But yeah, nobody's wanting to work with you, and I think you're being let go. All right, why is the Page of Swords here as the action step? Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm seeing the need to leave. It's the right time to leave. You will be on the right path. You will find the right job. This is a job right around the corner. And it's going to bring you money. It's going to be very quick too as well. This is information coming in, news, and then here's the news. And then we do have that interview and audition. So this is going after the gold, going for it, tackling it. And I see you succeeding. All right, let's do one card for the outcome. Queen of Swords. Yeah, this is always a job loss. Every single time I've ever pulled it for reading, career readings. Now, whether or not you're fired or you leave is really up to you. I see you're leaving no matter what happens. Because we even have this 3 of Swords, which is a separation. And it's going to cause, you know, some stormy emotions, but I'm seeing the need to rein that in. Don't go after revenge. Don't be over emotional. Just say, you know, okay, I'm out, you know. And this is also, you know, being very organized, being independent, perceiving that this is going to happen, and the need to, even though you're separating, which this is what that is, don't worry about, you know, being embarrassed. Just worry about the fact that you're going to be absent and you're finding something else. You're like, I knew this was coming, so I took my quick wits and I found something else. Okay, and how to proceed. 3 of Cups reversed. Okay, so I see the need to not work together. Okay, now there is a little bit of like a fair thing in here, so I just see like a third party interfering. It doesn't have to be about love, but there is somebody who does not want you there, and I don't think you want to be there anymore either because of that. All right, what is this Page of Cups interview audition about? Ooh, the Hermit reversed. Okay, let's So it may have to do with writing, because he's usually the writer of all of this. It could be something to do online, especially with the Three of Wands over here and Seven of Cups. You may be looking for a job online if you're not actually looking to do something on the internet. But I see needing to research with the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, these are definitely researching cards. Both of these. I mean, this is kind of like spying, but it's looking for something. So the action step maybe say, hey, look for a new job on the internet, whatever you got to do. Look for some kind of opportunity. I think you're going to connect with somebody online. And you know, this is the Virgo card, so you may connect with another Virgo. You don't want to connect with the Capricorn at your job, whatever you do. It's good information, yeah. So I definitely see some kind of opportunity, researching. Maybe it's just figuring out what it is you want to do. I also see the need, to cut somebody out of your life, rejoin the world. Because right now, world's in reverse. So I'm seeing rejoin the world, get that audition or interview, and act quickly if possible. And don't worry about like, why did you fire me? Blah blah blah. Just let it go. Okay. Because there's no reason. It was just an unhealthy work environment, and you're getting a new beginning. You're going to start seeing yourself through new eyes. And taking responsibility for your passions. But I do see some positive surprises that come when you let go of something that wasn't meant for you anymore. Okay? Alright. I think you're going to do something with writing or research is what I'm really getting. But it doesn't have to be a creative field. It could be just an interview in general. I usually see the Page of Cups as a student, but possibly somebody in education, as well as with the Hierophant and the Hermit. Hermit's a teacher. Alright, so I hope you guys got a little bit more clarity about your career from now until the end of August 2017. Good luck. Let me know what happens.